And we are live. What's good, Charles, your man, DL Saint. Welcome to a late night, almost lit Saint episode. Almost lit Saint. I was out a little bit, y'all. I had a drink. I had a drink. I didn't have a bunch. I had a drink. Met up with some cool folks, just out networking, doing what we do. And I was watching YouTube as I was driving around, making my way home, and I saw this video. Myron Gaines just did his thing. Did what he normally does. I mean, he's done many times. Just brought his receipts and his evidence, and did his research, his investigation, and I believe he brought to an end this chapter of Daisy Jing Chang. I think that's her name is, or CJ Daisy, and this is the woman who was making all the accusations about Fresh. Let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed. So this should be the last time I speak on this on a proper episode. This is CJ Daisy. That's the woman who accused Fresh Prince CEO. It's one half of the Fresh and Fit podcast. Former girlfriend, or they were messing around doing grown up stuff, and she accused Fresh of leaving her in the family way, getting her pregnant, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And this story is not uncommon at all. This story has been going on since the beginning of time. Certainly since I've been on this planet. The only difference is technology, and YouTube celebrities are celebrities nonetheless. If you want to argue if they're A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list, they're celebrities. And things like this can make some noise. And that's what CJ Daisy, she found out. She found out that, this sort of thing can make some noise. And, there are a lot of people out there who do not like Fresh and Fit. There are a lot of people out there that absolutely hate the Fresh and Fit podcast and Myron and Fresh, even though they've never met them. And people were just really excited to throw dirt on them, to run their names through the mud, to do all this other kind of stuff, which to me, people say it to me all the time. I'm like, you're going to run Fresh and Fit's name through the mud. It's like, either there's the people who rock with them and know who they are and just think they're good. And there's the people who don't rock with them and absolutely can't stand them. They're like, yeah, run their names through the mud. But it doesn't matter, because those people, no matter what, are going to think the worst of these guys anyway. So this is like I said, this should be the last time that the Fresh and Fit platform will talk about it. It'll definitely should be the last time I talk about it. We're going to get into the reasons why, but when this began, from the very beginning, I was telling those folks who were, interested in this thing, I'm like, hey, bro, this is how I think it's going to play out. This is what's going on, and this is why I think it's going this way. And here we are. So we're going to get into this video. Myron did a video by himself. Fresh couldn't be there. Fresh has an attorney, and there's more to this. There's a lot more to this on the legal side. Not quite sure how that's going to play out. But because Fresh has an attorney, because this stuff is, going to be litigated, it's making its way through the system, the court system, he can't be around. He can't be a part of this. Now, Myron Gaines is his own citizen. He's working, not working with, but he, spoke with Fresh's legal team to make sure that he's not sabotaging anything. And it, appears that he got the green light from the legal team to go ahead and do this episode. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna react to this. Brother Pablo Chicano was good, man. I'm doing this for you. doing this for you. Because you know what I mean, you were really on top of this and you really wanted to see how this thing played out. I am doing this for you, brother. He was like, yeah, Saint, you called it. I was not thinking the same, but I learned. Like I watched his vlog today. I haven't even seen Fresh's vlog today. I'm gonna check that out. But I did watch this thing with Myron. And I just got to tell you, man, I'm not surprised at all. So yeah, brother Pablo, this stream is for you. I went out. I didn't even drink a lot. Like I'm just gonna have one drink. I met up with my people, did some networking, and I'm going to do this stream. Not quite lit, you know what I mean? I just had one, so really I'm good. But yeah, man, we just gotta, close out the chapter on CJ Daisy. And this is definitely a lesson to be learned here from anyone who's out here in the sexual marketplace, out here in these trenches. This happens. This happens. It is what it is. And it could go so many different ways. And in situations where a child is born, the only people who are hurt through these type of things are the children. So pay attention to this. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this. This happens all the time. If you out here doing your thing, you out here shooting up the club and all that kind of stuff, unprotected and whatnot, this will happen more often than not. You're young and you're out there doing your thing. And man, oh man, you want to talk about stress. You want to talk about strain. Now, average folks are not going to have to go through this whole, worldwide coverage kind of thing. Average people are not going to have to worry about this stuff playing out in social media and all that kind of stuff. But it happens, man. It happens. Yeah, brother Pablo. So the Myron thing. Yep. Nick seen the building. Hey, DL, random question. What episode did you speak about air traffic controller and how to apply? I think that is, I know I did 3 of them. I think one of them is episode 225-ish, somewhere in there around 225. There's one I did this like 400 and something, like the young 400s, but the best one, I would say the best one to watch is the one that's like around 425. That's when we actually pull up USA Jobs and we kind of go through the entire process, me and my buddy Jay Swan. So definitely check that out. It's right around 425-ish. If you can't find it, let me know. You can hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a DM or something, and I'll find it and send it to you. We did at least 3. The first one was decent. The second one, the one that I'm talking about now, around 245, that was, I think, the best one. And then we did one recently, and we referred to the others. But yeah, check that out, bro. Definitely check that out. You just missed the hire. The next one should be around this time next year. Keep an eye on the platform. When I get heads up when they are about to do it, and I let people know right away. And probably do another show about it as we get close to it, because you want to make sure you have all your stuff squared away, man. But yeah, check that out, bro. Remember this when you're on usajobs.gov. That is a government site. So whatever you're doing, make sure you back up everything you do. As soon as you do something, as soon as you post something, save it. As soon as you post, you put a bunch of information in one page or whatever, save it. And then go and do the rest of the stuff and save it. Don't do it all and then think you're going to save it at the very end because it might dump. You know what I mean? It's government, man. Lowest bidder. They have the worst sites, man. So when you do apply, make sure you're saving everything as you go, bro. Like, because you don't want to have to do it all over again. We talk about that in those videos. So yeah, if you don't see those videos, bro, brother Nick, let me know and I will send it to you. Brother D Mac is like, what's good? What happened? I'm late now, bro. It's good to see you, bro. Myron did one of those fresh and fit streams, man, where when he comes with all his receipts, he comes with all of the results from his investigation, and they just kind of break stuff down. So we're just gonna go over that. That's all. We're gonna go over that. And the butterfly was like, yeah, I should have known. She's a Chinese woman who altered herself to not look Chinese. What a phony. There's a lot of women who can do these upgrades, man. And then the upgrades is money. We'll talk about that too as we get in there. I don't hold that against her. I don't think it's a thing about being, Chinese or, being Asian or being Latin or being Russian or being whatever. Women, if not just women, if people see an opportunity to level up through plastic surgery or level up through whatever, they're going to do it. They're going to do it, man. They are going to do it. Brother Pablo, were you in the Air Force? I was in the Army. I was paratrooper, bro. I was in the Army, paratrooper. I was an air traffic controller in the Army as a paratrooper, tactical, which meant I was sneaking up on my food. I was out there doing America's business. Um, he's like, have you thought on being an air traffic controller? I got in as I talk about that too. One day I'll do another video when I just talk about my experience in the military, man. We'll do a veteran show. I'll bring some vets on and we'll just chop it up about, our experiences in the military. But I became an air traffic controller in the United States Army. Once I got out, I was able to apply with the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, got a government job as an air traffic controller through a special program called the Veterans Relocation Act, VRA. And shit, man, that was it. That was it, man. About 22, 25 years and some change later, I retired, which is great. And that included my military time as well. So it was just not just my FAA time, but my military time. All that counted towards my retirement, which was great. And brother Nick was like, episode 245. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's 245, man. He's like, I know that's truly tough work. Yeah, man, ATC ain't no joke, bro. ATC was a rough one. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You just constantly thinking. It's mental gymnastics, and it's a lot on the line. You make a mistake, bro, you don't pay, the other people pay. It was a tough gig, man. It was a great career. I'm glad I did it. So happy it changed my life. It changed my daughter's life. Even though when I got in, I didn't have any kids, but it just put me in a position where I could do, that I never thought I would be in, especially given where I came from. You know what I mean? My brother Pop was like, actually, I like the way Asian women look. So I think she made a big mistake. I mean, she did it for money, bro. She did it for money. It is what it is. Casual germs of the building. What's good, fam? Like, my biggest regret was not re-enlisting for the re-enlistment pay. The 100% is good, but more is always better, man. Hey, man, I did one tour. I did 4 years active, and I did some reserve and guard time, which to me doesn't count. But to me, it's like active Army. Active only really counts. You're in a reserve unit or guard unit, get activated. It's different. It's one thing to be a full-time soldier. It's quite another to be, like doing the guard thing. But had I re-enlisted, I know I wouldn't have gotten the air traffic control thing. I think it would have been way different or whatever. My life would have changed. It would have been more, I would have saw more action. It'd have been more conflicts. It'd have been a whole bunch of stuff. But hey, you know what I mean? We do what we do, bro. I'm with you on that, man. Welcome. Thanks for coming through. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna look at this this video. It's Myron Gangs, Fresh and Fit. And you guys know, whenever people come out to Fresh and Fit, it's like, bro, y'all better have y'all receipts. Y'all better do some research first before you go out here and try to cape for somebody, or before you go out here and try to defend somebody who's going after Fresh and Fit. You might want to check them people out first before you go in. But people make so much money off of, Fresh and Fit. They make so much money going after Fresh and Fit in the YouTube spaces, bro. If you post anything with Fresh and Fit, man, it's going to perform, which is crazy. I mean, it's people who love them and there's people who hate them. And the people who love them, of course, support them and watch everything. And the people who hate them watch everything. It's the wildest thing. I've never seen anything like it. So, and we started this conversation, so now we have to finish it. And again, I was thinking of Brother Pablo the whole time. Like the whole time. I'm like, yeah, he's going to get his own show. So it is what it is. Brother Pablo, like, were you in Desert Storm, or was that just the Marines? I was in Desert Storm. That was my first duty station right after all my training. I got there January 1991 is when I got in country. And so I got there right after the Air War. Air War started. I was at Fort Bragg. Just got to Fort Bragg and, like replacement companies and all that kind of stuff. And then, they had us out of there within a matter of weeks. I had to catch up with my unit. My unit was there from the beginning. So yeah, man, I was Desert Storm, bro. Veteran, foreign war, right here. I can join the VFW. So, and I will too one of these days. So yeah, man, Myron did this thing. And again, it's going to be Myron by himself. Fresh can't be there for, legal reasons. He has there's a legal team that's looking in this and they're doing their thing. So he can't be there, but he's not needed. Myron took care of business. You know what I'm saying? He always does. Myron is fiercely loyal to all his people, man. If Myron's like, yo, you my people, he is in your corner no matter what. Shout out to Myron. Especially when he knows you're innocent. So, if you can get you a friend like that, bro, those are the kind of people you really want. That's like salute to Myron. I'm always reaching out to those boys, and I'm telling them like, hey man, I see that, man, that looks good. That's how you supposed to do it. That's what's up, bro. And whenever I on the show, if I super chat or something like that, I'm always sending, keep leading from the front, because that's what they want to do, man. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what they want to do. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean, brother? And brother Nick, see, like, I'm usually team replay. Thanks for the guys. Yeah, man, I got you, bro. And brother Nick, man, when you go through the process and you're doing everything, I highly recommend that you do the stuff now. Like, get on USA Jobs, do everything we're talking about, do everything that you possibly can. And then when it gets time, when they're ready, when they're gearing up for the next hire cycle, you should be good to go. All you have to do is go in and maybe update a couple things. When they open this thing up, and literally, when they're like, okay, and go, the system crashes. There's so many people trying to get a slot. So you want to make sure that you have everything ready. The site is open. You're waiting. As soon as that thing opens, they're constantly refreshing your computer. And as soon as that thing goes live, you want to be uploading your stuff, like, and getting it in there. Because so many people are trying to get a slot, bro. It is life-changing. So just keep watching, keep one eye on this, bro, especially like the first quarter of next year. That's when we start getting the rumors as to when it's gonna pop off. Sometimes they let us know right around January. Like, the people with the insider folks, like, yeah, it should be the announcement should be coming out around this time frame. They don't know exactly. They just tell us, like, it should be around this time frame. And then normally within a few weeks of the announcement, people know, and they, like, HR tells people, like controllers and supervisors, and they start sending information out so people know, like, hey, it's going to be on this date. So yeah, man, get all that stuff done, bro. It's definitely worth the trouble. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth the trouble. But brother Pablo, you welcome, bro. You rocking with me, man. We gonna make sure we take care of you, man. So let's get into this. Let's listen to what Myron has to say about Miss Daisy and everything she has done up until this point. All right, so let's get into it. Here we go.
Guys, welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, regular edition. It's Friday, part one of a 3P, guys. We got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we're going to be talking about some things and clear the air. We got a debate coming up with Destiny Suleiman, which I'm actually really excited for. And then we got an after hours, hopefully, if we have enough time. But quick announcements as usual, guys. Rumble.com/FreshAndFit. As you guys know, that's the home base for the Fresh and Fit podcast. So if we ever get canceled, you know exactly where to find us. I know a bunch of you guys message me on Twitter and stuff. Hey, where are the videos? I don't see the after hours videos. They're all on Rumble, guys. Rumble.com/FreshAndFit. All of the videos are there. So if you see a video that we streamed on here and then for some odd reason it's gone, it's going to be on Rumble or on Locals. And obviously we're kind of cleaning up the channel and everything else like that. So make sure to go to the home base. And then also CastleClub.tv, where we have all the behind the scenes content over there. But let's just cut right to the chase, man, because as far as this Daisy chick goes, man,
I've got you in my sights.
And to be honest with y'all, I really didn't want to do any of this. I didn't really want to have to go public with this stuff. I didn't want to have to do these videos. You guys know me. I don't necessarily like to do drama. Anytime I'm doing a video like this, is typically to respond to some ridiculous accusations. But at this point, this woman has tried to destroy my partner's name, brand, credibility, character, and I'm just not going to stand for it, especially in the face of blatant lies for her own personal gain, right? So we're going to systematically just go through this.
And just to give you guys an idea, he ain't lying, man. This is not something where he was sitting around like, yeah, we gonna get her. He's not. Myron's not excited about this, bro. You can tell from his demeanor on the show right now. He really doesn't want to do this, but it does pain him to see his good friend and business partner go through this stuff, man. And most people don't know Myron and Fresh. Just keeping it 100. And Fresh is one of the coolest dudes, bro, out there, man. Just mellow, nice guy. I'm gonna go out on a limb again. I haven't talked to Fresh about any of this stuff yet, on purpose. I'm not trying to text back and forth about all this, man. He was dealing with so much. All I did was tell him I'm in his corner. I was like, hey, bro, this is what I think. I said it from the beginning. I told him what I told y'all. Like, bro, this is what I think. Just hang in there, bro. It's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? You was done for what you did, man. You brought this on yourself. I only said that part. And I was like, I'm here for you, man. If you need anything, you want to talk, bro, I'm here for you. And I'm like, next time I'm in Miami, I'm gonna pull up. That's it. I haven't said anything. I haven't asked him anything. But I guarantee you, man, I would bet $1 to a donut, bro, $100 to a donut that Fresh doesn't want to go through this either. I don't think he's even worried about the brand. I don't think he's worried about, the money. I just, this is just, it hurts him because he's not an aggressive dude like that. He ain't trying to be venomous. He's not that guy. He's the cool dude chilling. He helps folks. He wants to be helpful and plug people in. Like I said, if you know these guys, you know the stuff that Fresh and Fit does behind the scenes, man. When they reach out to folks, man, they really do help their folks, bro. They really do. Like the Fresh's networking group, man, the CEO network. He's in there just trying to help folks out, man. You definitely get your money's worth. Like he'll make it happen. If he can do it, he'll do it and plug you in with whoever you need to be plugged in with. He's not the kind of guy who's out here looking for this kind of smoke. Now, the thing it is with drama, you may not be looking for drama, but sometimes drama finds you. And again, he fucked up, man. It's one of those things. It's like, bro, you put yourself at risk. This type of shit can happen.
She's told you guys a bunch of lies, and we're going to point out the discrepancies, and you guys can go ahead and decide who you think is telling the truth here. But I got a bunch of evidence, a bunch of facts here, and facts don't care about feelings. So let's go ahead and give a quick little recap here about who this chick is, okay? So as you guys know, thank you very much. Fresh was dealing with this girl, Daisy. He met her back in November. They've spent approximately 21 days total together. They've known each other for a few months, but she goes back and forth between here and New York City and China. But if we're going to accumulate the total amount of days spent together, it's roughly 21 days. And you guys know, I've talked about this, but I'll say it again. Fresh messed up dealing with this girl. He messed up.
You big dummy.
Sex with her. He messed up from, ejaculating and doing all this other crap without a condom with this girl. It was stupid. And we take full accountability for that. And he learned his lesson. I'll tell you all that. He definitely learned his lesson. This will never happen again. But that does not refute the fact that this woman had some nefarious intentions, which we're going to go over today. I don't want to go and sit here and say, oh, Fresh is a victim, etc. They're both adults. It is what it is. He fucked up. Just there's no way around it. But I think it's important that you guys understand the full story of what's going on here and see everything objectively, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own decision. So,
they talk about victims. Like I said, man, when you're dealing with this sort of thing, the only real victims are the children or the child. That's the only real victim. Depending on where your stance is on, pro-life, pro-choice, whatever. In this situation, it appears that there's a young human that just didn't make it, didn't get to see the light of day. The option was exercise, which is legal. Like it is what it is. It's a legal thing. You ain't gotta like it. That's just how it is. So the two grown-ups involved, it's just grown-up business, right? It doesn't matter. It's a battle. Like I said from the very beginning, this was a top tier, gold digger, if you want to call it that, a top tier woman out there who's modified her body to such an extent that she can make money off her body. Nothing wrong with that. We are grown ups. That's what she wanted to do. Versus a guy with resources, a guy with clout, a guy who's out there running this game, a guy out there who he's out there doing what he wants to do. So you had two grown-ups running their game. It's like a heavyweight bout. And that's where we stood. Now, like you said, Fresh made a mistake, man. And, for anybody sit out there, there's so many people out there and they're like, oh, Fresh is an idiot, this and that. They want to throw stones, right? But like the book says, man, only people who get to throw those rocks, only people who can throw stones are those who are without sin. And none of us are without sin. None of us. None of us. Not a single one. There's not a human walking around that's without sin. There's only ever been one in recorded history, and they debate that. Right? They debate who that was. Whether he was the son of God or whatever, or is God or whatever. But that's the only one in recorded history that is quote unquote without sin. And again, that's hotly debated. So there are no victims here other than the little human that never got to breathe air, that never got to see this world. That's it. And it is what it is.
First and foremost, we're going to debunk some of the lies, right? So we went over the backstory, right, of how they met, etc. And then after they met, Fresh took her to Barbados. They went over there. They hung out for a bit, and she wanted an apartment here in Miami. He said no. Everything switched up. She got angry, and she abruptly left she left Miami after and went back for New York. And then roughly a week later, she left on or about March 25th. Roughly a week later, around April 1st, she calls him, and then obviously the infamous phone call where she says, "I'm pregnant, I'm going to keep the baby. What are you going to do to me?" etc. Fishing for a reaction. We've all heard it, right?
And just real quick, like Myron just doing a quick recap, but you got to understand, they were dating the amount of days, like less than a month. And it's not like it was consecutive. It was like they saw each other a total of 23, 26 days or whatever he said, but it was gaps in between and all that. They took some trips here and there outside of America, whatever. Again, they're both running their game, right? So when it was time for her to start receiving the dividends from her investment in the relationship, and this is my take on it, she was, like I said, I'm 100% certain that she was doing things for Fresh, like maybe buying him dinners and stuff like that, maybe putting gas in the cars and stuff like that in an attempt to set herself separate, aside from all the other women who are out there just doing whatever, all your other girls. Look, I'm investing in you. I'm paying money for you. I bought your mom an expensive gift. I'm doing all this. So she's paying money. Now, there are people out there that say Fresh was paying money, spending money on her. Okay, if you say so. My contention is, if Fresh was spending money on her, none of this would have happened. She just would have went on about her business. Like, okay, I got this bread. I got this 10,000, 20,000. Some say that he spent $15,000 or $30,000 on some jewelry for her. If that was the case, I don't think this ever would have happened. She just would have went to New York. It'd have been done. It'd have been a done deal. But she did some investments on the front end. She was, trying to set up the big score. And when it was time to get the big score, which was having Fresh pay for an apartment for her in New York for at least a year, right? You're talking about the kind of apartment she's probably trying to get. You're looking at least $2,800 a month, minimum, in Brickell, minimum. And you're talking about a person who likes to find the finer things in life. So you're probably looking at something closer to $4,500 a month. This is what she wanted. $4,500 a month, right? And that would have been just the start. Put me in an apartment, buy my groceries, take me shopping, take me all these other places. That was, that's the back end money. Again, that's how the game is played. I ain't mad. If she would have got it, good for her. But she didn't get it. He said no. That's what Myron is saying. She wanted an apartment. Fresh said no. What did she do? She left for New York. All right, I'm out of here. But she was upset because she invested real money trying to get at the bag. And it just, when you got people like that, man, they ain't trying to take an L like that. They're not trying to take an L. So they're going to try to figure out a way to get that money back. And that's my take on it.
So after that happened, I made a video where I went into her dark past, where she was involved in some activities that, may or may not be illegal here in the United States and back in China. And her past definitely caught up to her. And she tried to say that the things that we brought to light were a lie, which we're going to show you guys today. They definitely weren't a lie, and we got the proof to show it. So first and foremost, she said she is not a lady of the night or an escort, right? Let's go ahead and roll that clip real fast. You guys are probably going to be familiar with this one.
If you call me an escort, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, do you think I paid her?
No.
Cash only.
No. Which transfer? Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half after. It's never worked out good when I paid up front.
Why? I'm here. What are you worried about?
One time, I paid her all up front. I was pleasure. She said she came up 3 times and that she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it like 10 times? 2 weeks?
I have been scammed in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If you're not making excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
Pause real quick.
I would like to pleasure you more.
And I want you guys to pay attention to her voice, okay? Because we're going to play some clips of her speaking. You tell me if it's the same person by voice. And don't worry, I know some of you are like, wait, where's her face? We'll get to that.
And there's another thing, too. When I first saw this, if it had been anyone else, I definitely would have questioned this because you don't get to see her face. The voice is spot on, but with AI technology, bro, I mean, you can deep fake anything right now. And if you have the money, and obviously Myron and Fresh have the money, like the Fresh and Fit platform generates bread, even though they're demonetized on YouTube, they're still generating. So, they have the things that they're going in the background. But the thing is, Myron and Fresh, that's just something I don't think they would do. Right? If it were a thing, like if this were let's say they got this and it was fake, and they were like, man, we can't prove it, or we haven't seen, like, we need this to be verified. This has to be vetted somehow. If they couldn't get this thing vetted somehow, I don't think they would have released it. If it was just one of those things where the guy sent it to and was like, oh, just take my words, like, I don't think they would have released it. So when they did show this, and I'm listening to her voice, I'm like, definitely sounds like her, but you don't really get a clear shot of her face or whatever. But I'm like, huh. But again, I'm team. I believe she's a professional. I'm believing it. So, it's like, you don't need much to sway me in that direction. Just like the people who don't like Fresh and Fit, you don't need much to sway them in the direction that they want to go. Right. But I mean, I took it at face value, and I'm like, well, Myron and Fresh, especially Myron, knows that this is going to get challenged. So, and you look at his background. The guy was a federal investigator for the United States government, Homeland Security, HSI. This dude has been in criminal courts. This was his job. So it's one of those things when he's going to go get some proof. He's going to be able to back that up. It's just what he does. It would be hard for him just to not, just like, oh, well, here it is. I just found this, someone just dropped this under my door. Nah, he's going to vet it. He's going to get in there and vet it all out. Brother Pablo was like, yeah, it was best that Fresh said no to her asking for him to pay for an apartment. Yeah, like a lot of people think Fresh pays these women, man. He really doesn't, bro. Like he really doesn't. And I'm not saying if he got a woman that he really wants and they have a relationship, I'm not saying he wouldn't pay for her. But that's, if that's like his girl he's trying to go the distance with, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would. But there would be a vetting process, and that vetting process would be long, to 28 days or whatever it was, 26 days. Brother Plow was like, yeah, I thought this video was AI generated. It's the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm pretty sure it's the first thing that popped into Myron's mind. But they got it from someone. I'm pretty sure there was some sort of vetting process. And whatever Myron saw through that vetting process was enough for him to say, cool, we're going to go ahead and rock this.
Go ahead.
It's not just me fucking. But yeah, usually I'll wait for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes or less, and
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
you can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just sex. It's not 2 or 3 hours. You have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can be in half and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
And you can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can't.
Honestly, the onus is on you to make this experience wonderful so that I will want to see you again.
Okay, so let's get started.
Are you sure?
Another thing too, man, like you look at what's going on. Remember, whatever happened to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here's your money. See you later. This dude is like very meticulous. It's like very, this is what I want. This is what it's going to be. Like this negotiation process. I was kind of like, wow, you see how certain people move, and I just was thinking to myself like, wow, this is that life. And she's sitting there negotiating. And it's, like I said, I thought this was AI generated, but I'm like, bro, that's her voice. It is what it is. Brother Pitney Jules in a building, man. What's good, fam? Daisy will now have to fade into obscurity. Facts. I ain't gonna lie to you. She might wind up maybe a dancer, like maybe actually like a stripper, exotic dancer, or maybe wind up in one of those massage parlor type, slant brothel type situations somewhere on planet Earth. But as far as her hunting for, top tier men, I think that might be over for her.
Okay. So I know some of you are like, whoa, this is a fake video. Who is that? Guys, the individual came forward. We promised him we would conceal his identity to protect his identity. You could hear that. That's clearly an Australian accent. He's not
dry snitching.
Australian accent, but he's not necessarily from Australia. Won't go deeper than that. However, this video was in honor of somewhere in the summer of 2018, roughly, or 2019. But the point I'm trying to make is that that's not fresh, guys. But you could clearly hear it's her voice, and that's her, right? And this was before some work was done, which we're going to show you guys the before and afters as well. Okay, but that is her basically. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So after that video comes out, of course, what's the strategy? Deny, right? And we got a clip here where she denies it. So let's just go into that clip.
Make false allegations. If you really believe this is her, which it isn't, give us the unedited version of this video. Okay, because clearly
Pause.
when you look at
Oh, don't worry. You guys will get the full unedited version of this video in court. We have it. And the individual that's involved is willing to testify. So don't worry. It will absolutely be made public when it needs to be, but not right now. Okay? And so as you can see here, right? They're trying to say that it's not the same person. Go ahead, click. Keep playing it.
both of them, all right, you can see that the woman on the right is totally different. Not only just the body, but just the face. Just the face.
Why would that video taking at the first place though? Why would that guy take a video of meeting a woman in a hotel?
I don't
What
know.
the fuck?
I have no
What was
idea.
the intention?
Pause. It's painful when the shoe's on the other foot, huh? Right? Because she records fresh, no problem, breaks the law. But then someone does it to her. Look at how angry she is. She didn't expect that to come. Because again, this story broke worldwide. You know, the attention that she wanted, she got it. And people are like, whoa, I remember this girl. And people came forward with a bunch of dirt on this chick. She's done some things in the past and scammed some people, which we're going to talk about that more later on. So,
you know, there's so many lessons to be learned here. You know, I got my friends over in the We Hate Fresh and Fit world out there. My, you know, those new circles we run with. Brother Pitney knows what I'm talking about. You know, Cody's King knows what I'm talking about. You know, Based Oracle and you know, that's that fam over there. Also that brother Based Oracle, also brother Leroy Gaines. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I like conversating with those guys. You know what I mean, I like fellowshipping with those dudes. And one of the things we always talk about is like, because you know, Fresh and Fit has a leadership role, and you know, like, man, these dudes they're just wrong and not leading, they're not giving the right example and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I hear where you're coming from, but there are lessons to be learned here. There are lessons to be learned here. Like, look at all this, man. If you out there doing dirt in today's digital age, man, somebody somewhere on planet Earth knows it, and they have information on you. They got video, they got audio, right? They got receipts. You cannot outrun your digital footprint. It just can't be done. It just, especially for these youngins, you know what I mean, the millennials and whatnot. For folks like me, not so much. We didn't grow up under this world. So for the first half of my life, nah, bro, it ain't nothing out there really. Not the first half. If there's anything out there, it's on VHS, right? If it's anything on, and I ain't gonna lie to you, there isn't nothing on VHS. We didn't do it. We didn't have the money when I was real young to even afford a camcorder or something like that. Camcorders were like this big, bro. You gotta have it on your shoulder. How you gonna be doing your thing with this thing on your shoulder? And even when it came down to the high eights or whatever, you know, by that time, you know, you would destroy it. But it wasn't like digital and went to the cloud. You have to have that tape, either a cassette tape or the video tape. You had to have that. If you didn't have that, it didn't exist. But now, like, look at this. Everything is recorded. You walk outside, it's a camera. You jump in your car, you take a walk. How many paces you got to take before there's, you know, some video camera capturing your image? How many? You know, I mean, how far you got to go before you get to a traffic light that has a camera on it? Or how far you have to go before you walk into a building, or somebody is driving their car? And, you know, people have the video cameras on their car, and they're driving everything that they're doing as they're driving down the street. Moving in today's world, bro, you know, moving in today's world, you are you're covered. You're caught. You Smile. You're on Candid Camera. That used to be a big TV show back in the 80s. Smile. You're on Candid Camera. It was like huge, but that's everyday life now. Everyday life. So that's a lesson to be learned. Whether you hate Fresh and Fit, you don't. Whether you hate Daisy or you don't, that's one major lesson here, bro. Every step you take, bro, right? Every move you make, someone's watching you. Shout out to the police, right? Someone's watching you. Keep that in mind, y'all.
So people definitely had an axe to grind with this woman. Let's continue on.
That right there, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. All I know is that this is used to just humiliate you. That's all that is. Okay. If you really look at it though, Daisy, it's kind of racist.
No, it's
All
not.
right.
Because they're
Cut it
saying
out.
that
I think that's enough there. So what's the allegation? The allegation is the woman that's in the video is not the same woman. Oh, really? Okay, let's have fun with this. Exhibit A. Let's pull it up, Bills. I'm ready.
Exhibit A.
So here's her Instagram, right? As you guys can see. Not altered at all. This is her Instagram, DaisyFit_Chen, as y'all can see, right? We're going to go over and show you guys what she used to look like. Go over. You can see the woman in the video and the girl on the left, pulled from her Instagram, right? Some similarities there. A little bit fair skin, but same facial structure. If you don't believe that, go to the next one. Here she is from that video with a tattoo on her back, and here's another one from her Instagram working out. Okay, same tattoo in the same area. Looks like it might have been covered up and had some work done, but that's an interesting coincidence, huh? Next picture. We see here from her Instagram again that there's clearly been a certain amount of work done in the face, in the breasts, etc. Look at the drastic difference between the photos, okay? Next, we're going to go ahead and show, this is her before. This is pulled for one of her social medias. I think it was either her Chinese Instagram or one of her older photos from Instagram. Notice the tattoo that says Daisy on her hip, okay? That's her. Now, we're going to go and show you her now. Oh, same tattoo in the same area pulled from her Instagram, okay?
You don't want to deal with someone like Myron who had a career as an investigator. This is what he did. He was an investigator working for the United States government, one of their agencies, right? HSI. You don't want to go against somebody like that. Super police. He ain't a beat cop walking around here writing citations and whatnot. This guy's out here going after people. They have you train your eye for it. This is what he's been doing. And you look at everything and people look at it like, man, that's like a whole lot of work. Yeah. Why would she do so much work? Because she can make more money. She completely transformed her body, and that she becomes more valuable in the sexual marketplace. And, she can work on this, carry herself in a certain demeanor, right? And she can travel the world. Someone's going to be here doing this or that, and she's going to negotiate, right? If you have bigger breasts, dudes might be into that. If you got a BBL, dudes might be into that. You're in shape, you're fit, you're Asian, you have some slight work done on your facial features. Hey, man, like, yo, the tattoos is what sealed it for me. Now, same thing, again, AI can do all this, bro. AI can do all this. But I really don't believe that for the Fresh and Fit platform, Myron and Fresh will go through the trouble of AI doctoring photos just so they can have this episode and say all these things. I don't do it. Is it possible? Sure, it's possible, but I don't think that they would. It just doesn't make sense. Myron and Fresh, they don't care about taking the L, man. They'll hold the L. If it came down to it, like, all right, we're going to hold the L. But, you look at this. And again, the argument here is this CJ Daisy woman and the lady with the podcast she was doing was saying, oh, that's not even the same person. Hey, man, plastic surgery can make you look like anything. Matthew Cox. Shout out to brother Matthew Cox. I did my first interview on a big platform. It was his platform, man. He broke it into 2 episodes. The first one's got 130,000 views. The second one, last time I looked, had like 12,000 views. The second one just got released a couple of days ago. He was talking about that. I don't know if it was in those videos. I don't know if we had that conversation off camera, but he was talking about how when he was the Secret Service most wanted, he was getting plastic surgery done. He showed me before and after pictures like, oh, this is what I used to look like. And this, I was like, oh, shit. I mean, he looks different. He doesn't look like drastically different, but he looks different. He doesn't look like the same dude. He's like, yeah, plastic surgery, bro. He's like, and I was going to have more done. So when you take all that into consideration, it's like, yeah, man, like it is what it is. Brother Pablo was like, yeah, she should apply for the Mustang Ranch. Now, because she's not a U.S. citizen, she's on like a tourist visa or something like that. So she can't work in the States. But even if she was, bro, that's not enough money for her, nor enough prestige. Dusty does not like Fresh and Fit. Do we ever talk to Dusty? I don't know. Are you talking about our guy Scam Likely? I don't know who Dusty is. Do I know who Dusty is? Who's Dusty, fam? I don't know. King Life in the building. What's good, fam? Like King Life says, best believe they didn't doctor it. Exactly. It wouldn't make sense. It just wouldn't make sense. Why? Fresh and Fit does not. This is part of their platform. They say it all the time. It's like, hey, man, we share our W's and we share our L's. Myron went through something like this a couple years ago. Wasn't as intense. It wasn't, but it was still the same thing. You know, I'm not going to rock with you. I'm not trying to be with you. And she's like, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm going to have a baby. And it was recordings on that and back and forth with the, text messaging and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, right? What's the lesson to be learned here? Hey, bro, this type of stuff happens. It happens. And at the end of the day, the average guy is not going to be able to go after a defamation lawsuit. Then the average guy can't go out and hire a high-powered attorney, to go out here and do your business for you. You just got to sit there and hold the L. Like I said, I told you stories about back in the day, long before what's going on now. I'm talking about when I was a youngin'. Females that I know would tell me, like, grew up with. They were like, yeah, man, we run that play all the time, man. You got 3 or 4 dudes you smashing. And when they move on from you, you just, hit them up a couple months down the road, like a month down the road, and tell them, hey, we messed up. We messed up. I'm pregnant. And they would say, yeah, you line 5 dudes up. And you tell them that to get the procedure done, it's going to cost $500. They each send you $500. $2,500, man. What you do with the money? I'll go shopping. This play has been run forever. This play right now is just on steroids. You know what I mean, Brother King Life? Shout out to you, brother. You know what I mean? I look forward to seeing you again, man. No Diddy. I look forward to the next time we all get to break bread, man. Like in Miami or something. In fact, I'm trying really hard to get to New York before the end of the summer. I'm coming up there to do some comedy, bro. So when I get it, when I get the dates locked in, I'm hitting you up, fam. I'm hitting you up. Brother Pablo, like, sorry, it's Duke. Oh, Duke the Don, not Dusty. My bad. Yeah, I don't. Duke the Don and all these other people, Ivan Preach, Ethan Klein, whoever this lady is, they all rush to this thing, man. Partly because they don't like Fresh and Fit, but the real reason they rush to this thing is because it's money. Like I said at the top of this thing, bro, people love to watch Fresh and Fit. Either it's out of love or out of hate, but they love to watch anything Fresh and Fit. It's the guys you love or it's the guys you love to hate. Either way, you talk about Fresh and Fit, bro, you are going to get 1 million people come through there. You're going to get big numbers, and that's money. That's money. People on YouTube, you get paid per 1,000 views. Whatever your RPM is, CPM, I mix them all up, but whatever I think it's RPM, whatever your RPM is, that's how much money you get per 1,000 views. That's how much money. The CPM is how much you get paid total. That's what, without any cuts. And then the RPM is like your cut. That's how much you get paid per 1,000 views. You got a decent sized platform that kind of lives in this world, like the Inquirer, smuts kind of stuff, and gossipy stuff, the tea stuff. If you live in this world, you drop some Fresh and Fit stuff, I'm guaranteeing you're getting 10, 20,000 views. I mean, that's cool. You drop some shit, get a few hundred. I get a few $100. If you go real good, mess around, get like 100,000 views, get like $1,000 on one video. Yeah, they're gonna keep doing Fresh and Fit stuff. I know Alvin Priest right now got some problems. They ain't thinking about Fresh and Fit now. It looks like their channel's in jeopardy. We'll talk about that probably next week. But you're gonna get big views if you run some Fresh and Fit stuff. Brother Viking in the building. What's good, fam? We definitely gonna eat, bro. We gonna break bread when I come up there, man. Like right now, I was out with my family, man. My family was clowning. He was like, man, you look like a crack fiend on there, bro. You look like you a fiend on your arms all little, man. I'm like, I'm old. It hurts. Like, it's like, man, you better do something about that. Yeah, I done lost about 20, 25 pounds over the past year or so. I've lost a lot of weight, guys. So I'm like, all right, now I gotta, after my cousin started clowning me, I was like, damn, now I got to start, got to get myself right again, at least get my arms back. So I got to start sit-ups and pull-ups. And even though it hurts, I got to do it. Y'all remember that, man. Stay on your body, man. Keep exercising. Don't stop. Because when you stop, it's harder and harder to start up, especially the older and older you get. So, you want to be like Brother King Life, man. That dude's a Viking. He's a real Viking with it, like Viking Paradigm. King Life is out there, man. Berserker, man. He's just like ripped up, but he, stays loyal to it. Eat right. Take care of your body, work out, man, stay in shape. I'm not going to be pushing weight anymore, but I'm going to just calisthenics, man. I'm going to be doing push-ups, pull-ups. I got a spiral staircase in the crib, so I can just grab onto that and just do pull-ups, do push-ups. You know, I can do dips off of stuff, like off the chair or whatever, off the table. So I'm gonna be doing that kind of stuff, man. I'll be doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, bro, brother. Probably, I know you, man, because you got those handicap issues you got to worry about, man. You got those, you know what I mean? So you definitely got to stay on top of that. You know what I mean? Absolutely, brother. King Life was like, yeah, you're a berserker. You know you're a berserker, bro. Quit playing. And calisthenics is perfect for older people, and I am old, y'all. I got more than half a century under my belt. You know what I'm saying? Plus, add all that stuff I did in the Army, all that hula stuff, jumping out of airplanes and all that. It don't catch up to us until we hit our 40s and 50s, and that's when paratroopers really feel it. Probably all those guys, you know, Rangers, Green Berets, SEALs, MARSOC Marines, Recon Marines, you know what I mean, TAC P guys, you know, our PJs. Anybody who's doing that hula shit, you don't feel it until you're way older, man, way older. And walking is real good, bro. Walking is real good. Yoga is actually really, really good. I'm gonna start doing that. Y'all might say, "Oh man, you sound like, you know, little powder puff. You're gonna be out there doing yoga." Yeah, man. I'm gonna be out there doing yoga, and you find a good spot to do yoga, man. It be women in there, and it's free. Man, look, train. That's another play. We'll talk about that next week. But let's get back to the video.
It is the same person, my friends. Okay, it's the same person, but she's had a good amount of work done. And for the people that still don't believe me, that think that I'm a liar and I photoshopped or whatever, let's hear it right from the horse's mouth. Where are you from?
I'm from China.
What do you do for work?
So I'm a fitness model and fitness trainer, and I also work in plastic surgeon business. So I work with the most famous plastic surgeons in China.
Is it big in China?
It is very big. So
Common
every
surgery.
girls get their nose down, eyes. Because Asian we have like small eyes. First they want to get like bigger eyeliner. They want to look like Western girls, and they get their boobs down.
So the most common surgeries for women are breast and the eyelids.
Yes.
Okay.
Bro.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Best believe she's watching this video, and that's what's running through her head. Uh-oh. In her own words. Like, yeah, I work with the best plastic surgeons in the area. Why? Because she knows she wanted to get the work done. It's going to cost bread. Look that up on your own too, y'all. Don't take Myron's word for it. Don't take her word for it. Do your own search. It's so much on YouTube and online about what's, you know, plastic surgery, and especially in China. In fact, there's a group of doctors who use the same name that's going out doing all these botched plastic surgery things, man. And they're really preying on like people my age. You got the older men and older women who are trying to, you know, turn back the clock, and they're just getting jacked up, bro. Jacked up. And it's like they all do it under the same doctor's name. I forget the name of the doctor, but it turns out it's a network of physicians, you know, plastic surgeons that use this name because the name is known for these discount procedures, and they just jack people up. That's how prevalent it is. Kind of like the BBL thing. So you got women flying into the DR, flying into Colombia, flying into places like that so they can get these BBLs, and some of them don't make it back. Hell, even when they get the procedures done here in America, they don't survive. So, hey, man, she ain't lying. She is not lying, Brother Viking. Oh, yeah, Brother Pablo was saying, yeah, you got a car accident in 1976. Damn, fam. You know what I'm saying? You've been dealing with that for a long time, man. Stay strong, bro. Keep pushing forward, bro. Keep pushing. Don't stop. I mean, Brother Viking was like, yeah, I'm not as built as I used to be, but you and King Life know I'm sporting more of a slim build these days. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody, you know, really needs to be doing, man. Cut back on that weight, man. You know what I mean? Good game to know. That's Brother Casual Jones. Like, yeah, bro, good game to know. You want to know that game, man. You want to know that game, man. Let's continue.
I mean, oh, we ain't done though. But wait, there's more. Let's continue on to the next one. So clearly she has a ridiculous amount of work done. You guys have seen the before and after photos. This woman has adjusted her look significantly to include her face, okay? And she even admitted that she worked at a plastic surgery clinic, etc., which makes sense, doesn't it? All right, so what's the next tab? So in this clip, you guys are going to see that they're going to dispute paperwork that I brought forward that showed that she was fired from a certain job for it being involved in criminal activity. Let's run the clip and see how they try to refute my claims. Or should I say Jin Chen? And we have the documents to show that you got fired and why you got fired. Again, this is all in Chinese.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Hold
Why
on.
you got fired again?
Okay. Have you seen this before? What am I looking at?
What does that even mean? Like,
Look at her, man. Look at her. She's like, damn, how did they get this? She knows exactly what that is. She had to sign it. She's like, damn, how did these boys get that? Well, like I said, you can't outrun your digital footprint, not in today's world. She's out there doing dirt, man. She's doing people grimy, and these people are waiting. They're sitting out there waiting. And what do people do? They advertise their lives on social media. So these folks are sitting back waiting. They've been watching every move. So as soon as they saw this, man, they rushed that information to whoever they thought could do the most damage with it. Hey, yo, Fresh and Fit, I got something for you. Nah, I don't want no money. I'm sending it to you right now, bro. What's y'all address? Here you go. Matter of fact, what's your email? I can just send it to you right now, bro. You know, I could post it to you. We want to send it to your ex. I could post, you know what I mean? You know, how you want me to get this to you? And look, she's looking at it, reading it. Look at her. Man, she got her eyes on that form. She knows what that form is. She's sitting there reading the form. And you got this lady whose platform she on is like, tell us what that is, because we don't read Chinese. Like, baby, it's Mandarin. Didn't you just call some people racist just a few minutes ago? It's going to be Mandarin or Cantonese, man. You don't know that? How can you not know that, shorty? But you sitting there like, oh, tell us what it says. What? Tell us what it says. You want me to tell you, and I'm supposed to just believe it? Come on, y'all.
Pause.
I don't know.
I want you guys to watch her body language very closely when she's confronted with this evidence. Okay? Roll it back, Bills. Pay attention to her body language and her eyes.
What it looks to me. Go ahead.
Myron said this file was talking about how I got fired by stealing company's money. That form says nothing about that.
Oh.
What?
He said I steal company's money.
But the form says nothing about stealing money. What? But is that form connected to you in any kind of way?
No, I don't
so
know.
It's not. So the form is not connected.
I mean, when you look at stuff like this, like I said, bro, I have a bias slant towards Myron and Fresh because I know them. You know, we have a relationship. It's gonna take a lot to get me to back away from them or whatever. But this lady right here, whoever she is, she has a bias slant against them the other way. So, you know, she just wants, like, so you're on this platform and no one speaks, you know what I mean, Mandarin. So you're sitting there like you're asking a woman who is the center of this particular conflict to tell you what's written on a piece of paper. Like, you couldn't even go find someone to, like, well, just have somebody to read over it. Hey, I went and got an independent person, just kind of read this to me, you know what I mean? Or we ran it through Google Translate or something. No, we're just gonna have you. That's like, bro, if I robbed a bank and the United States government wrote something in English that says, yeah, be careful, don't do any business with this guy. He's a bank robber. Don't let him in your bank. And the bank doesn't read English. Like, hey, could you tell us what this form says? Oh, this form says this is a great guy. You should let me in the bank. You should let me in the bank before the bank is open because I'm so great and trustworthy. So yeah, it says let me in the bank. That's what it says right here in English. Come on, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Brother Viking, he was like, yep, she stole around $700 from her job as well as tried to sell to Foxy Brown on the job. So she got fired. Yeah, that's what the document was talking about, you know, and it was what it was. You know what I mean? Brother Templar's in the building. What's good, fam? One of my newfound friends over there in the other worlds and the other bubbles that I rock with. You know, hey, welcome, bro. Glad you're here, man. I got up. I was out earlier, man. I drank just a little bit. So it's not quite lit saint. Every now and then I'll come on after I'm out kicking it. Normally, I 3 or 4 or 5 Hennessy's in. I come back and we just come on here and wild out. But tonight I only had one drink. Had one drink, one cigar. You know what I mean? I did some networking. I came home. It's like, we're going to talk about this. So bonjour to you, bro. You know what I mean? Annyeonghaseyo to you. That's Korean. So I don't know any Chinese I don't know what she is thank you. I don't know any Chinese, but or I'm sorry, I don't know any Mandarin or Cantonese. But yeah, I mean, it's people doing what they do. And keep in mind, like this woman, keep her in the back of your mind. This woman right here, this lady, I don't know the name of her podcast, but there's gonna be a little bit about her here in a second. Let's continue.
To you, it's not about you. And what he said, it's because you read Chinese, so you would know what it says. And he says that it says that on the paper that whoever's on there stole money, but that's not what it says in Chinese.
It's not.
Girl, sue the crap out of them. You got a slam dunk case.
By the
you
way,
Okay.
teamed up the
Pause the
Asians
video.
in New York.
You triggered my trap
I
card.
had to put the Punisher shirt on for this one. So they're claiming that the documents aren't real and she doesn't know and that's not her and she's not involved in criminal activity, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what we got here, guys? Run to the next tab, please. We have those documents, right? I had them translated, right? And she also claims also that the person that's involved in the documents isn't her, right? So two things. First, she's saying she's not the documents aren't legit. She didn't get fired for doing any type of criminal activity with stealing, blah, 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 all this crap, right? And she doesn't know about it, all this stuff. Let's go ahead and show the documents that we got. So what I went ahead and did, right?
And why is all this important, right? It goes to her character. That's all. That's why it's so important. That's why she had that look on her face when she saw it. She's like, damn, how did they get this information? Damn. And again, if you're going to go out here and decide to pick a fight, don't pick a fight with an investigator, man, of any any federal investigator, man, or lawyer. Don't pick a fight with these people, especially trial lawyers. Don't pick fights with them, bro, because they love to go dig and find information. And again, the certified translation. Myron had someone who spoke that language on that original stream that translated stuff for him. It was a loose translation. It was a good translation, but it wasn't official. So what did Fresh and Fit do? They went out and they got an official certified translation. They paid money for this. And again, why is he doing this? Why are Myron and Fresh going this particular hard? Why is Myron going this hard? I mean, it just goes to her credibility. That's all.
Right? Is we got those documents officially translated, my friends. Okay. We got them certified, translated. Shout out to my guy, We Rise. He translated the first set, but we had a little bit more time this time, and we went ahead and translated them officially. And what I will say, and you can see the stamp of approval, etc., they're pretty much damn near the same thing we said before. But you know what? Let's just have fun with this and show you guys and read through the real reason she was fired. Okay? So go ahead, and we're going to scroll down here. And you can see that's the police report. We'll address that one later because they try to say that wasn't real either, which and we'll talk about that in a second. But here's the termination of labor contract. And I want you guys to pay attention to points 4 and 7, okay? 4, the employee seriously neglects duties, engages in malpractice for personal gain, and causes significant harm to the company. Guys, that is basically embezzlement right there, okay? Then it says the employee is held criminally liable according to law. And I want you guys to pay attention. Where was this place? What's the name of this business? It's called the Shanghai Bimeng Performance Agency Co. Limited, right? Mm-hmm. I think we got a business card. Don't we got a business card for this? Oh, I think we do. Oh, we got the business card that says the same exact thing with her name, Daisy, on it.
Damn. You guys remember when I was popping off and I was like, hey, man, people don't like taking L's. Dudes don't like taking L's, but, we just hold our L's, and women don't like taking L's, and they just go, sometimes they just go ballistic. They just, whatever. I don't know if it's an emotional thing or whatever. They go complete kamikaze, scream bonsai, and just run and blow everything up. Complete scorched earth, right? When you do that first and then turn around and like, wait, hold on. Let me think this through. It's too late. Ready, fire, aim. Too late to call that round back. It's too late. She done left business cards. And she done posted more stuff. I mean, this was like the most egregious case of self-snitching I've ever seen. This is why most people get caught up in the American legal system, because criminals tend to be sloppy. The good criminals tend to get away, right? The good ones do. So what did the government come up with? They came up with RICO. They came up with RICO. And now it's like, okay, we can't get the good dudes at the top, but we'll get the ones at the bottom who ain't trying to do that real time. And they'll go ahead, they'll snitch on you. So she's just sloppy with her story. She done gave all this stuff out. She done did everything. And now it's like, I can't get none of that back. You're going to see even more of that here, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Brother Templar is like, LOL, is Daisy from Shanghai? Shanghai women fancy themselves as extra special. I don't know exactly where she was born, but I believe she was working in Shanghai. And there's allegedly a criminal case where she stole some money. A guy, she agreed to exchange some money for the guy and bring back the change. She got the money and just left. Didn't bring back the change. And I was in Shanghai. I've been to Shanghai once, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I prefer Shanghai to Beijing. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? I did prefer Shanghai to Beijing, but man, I ain't like China at all, bro. I couldn't wait to get out of there. As soon as we set foot in China, I wasn't comfortable at all until we got on the bird and was headed home. But yeah, she worked in Shanghai, allegedly. That's what it seems like.
So what are the chances that you're going to find someone named Daisy that also goes by Jin Cheng as her real name? Okay, we got some evidence to link her once again. Don't we have some medical records, Bills?
Damn, not medical records.
I think we do. That she put on the internet herself. Oh, what does that birthday say? Chen Jing, 12/7/1995. Oh, what a coincidence. So not only have we been able to link her to this company that fired her through her business card that has her name Daisy on it, which is a very unique nickname to have, that also has the government name as Jin Cheng, but also we went ahead and matched up the ID of those documents, right, that showed her getting fired alongside the own medical records that she posted. You are the same individual. Stop lying, okay?
She posted that stuff herself, guys. Remember, ready, fire, aim. Remember, she got mad. All this because she invested some money. My thing is, I think she did all this because she invested money with Fresh. She lost money dealing with Fresh. She had sex with him and all that good stuff, which, again, she got all that work done to herself. That's her business. She gave the product away. This is just my take on it. She was upset because she didn't get money. That's why I believe this. If she had gotten $30,000 out of him, I really don't believe she would have done any of this. I think she just would have, all right, cool. I got my 30 grand. I'm out. I was hoping to get a whole lot more, but I got 30 grand. I got 15 grand, whatever. But she spent money, didn't get any back, right? Dealing with a guy that she thought was a pushover. She's mad. Oh my God. Go crazy. You know what I mean? Put the headband on, man. I know she's from China, but go ahead, do the full Bushido, bro. Put on the white handband with the red dot on it, man. Go full kamikaze, bonsai. And then all this stuff. She posted this medical record with her birth date on there. That's her birth date. And then they have her birth date on other documents. If she was being investigated for a crime in America and Myron was the investigating official, like the cop, he would give this to the prosecutor. The prosecutor would take this straight to a grand jury, grand jury, and get an indictment. Man, take this to the grand jury, bro. We need an indictment so we can get an arrest warrant. Go get this person. There's so much information here. Like they would only need a fraction of this stuff. They're like, bro, you got all this? Yeah, man. Go to grand jury, man. We'll be right back with this indictment, homie. Don't worry about it. We'll be right back. This is how you get when you're dealing with someone who's ever been in law enforcement at the federal level, especially, man, bro, you don't want them digging into your life, man. You don't want them investigating, bro. You just don't want it. It's just crazy. Brother Pablo is like, I already saw this today, but thanks, Saint, for including me in the video, bro. Adios. We'll see you, homie. We will see you, man. And like I said, bro, watch the team replay, man, because yes, I did this video for you, bro. I did it because I know I'm like, man, Brother Pablo is going to be asking me about this all next week. Let me jump on this now. So I did this for you, man. We'll see you, bro. Peace. Brother Viking. And she was trying to have Fresh get her a place in Miami. Exactly. She wanted an apartment. He said no. That's where it all kicked off. And at the same time, he's getting all this information back on her. Like, bro, she's a professional, man. She's in the game hardcore. And he couldn't deny it. He couldn't deny it. When I talked to Fresh, I'm gonna ask him, man. I think he might have been, he might have been taken. He might have been smitten a little bit by this woman, man. He might have been. She got a lot of work done, bro. She looked good. I mean, you can't knock it, bro. Like she's the bionic woman for real, man. She looks good. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but come on, bro. I mean, did you see those before and after pictures? Damn.
I've effectively linked you now to the same Planned Parenthood document that has your name and your birthday in it, that has the same birthday linked to the documents that got you fired. You're the same individual. You're trying to say, that's not me. These pictures don't look like me. Last time I checked, let's show the before and after one more time, Bills.
Over.
You did a drastic plastic surgery, right? And you changed your look significantly, right? You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to us. We know that you've had work done and you've changed your look. That's why you're trying to sit there and say that it's not the same woman. It is the same woman, same voice, etc. Everything links back. You're the same girl in the video. You're the same girl that got fired. You're the same girl that the police report is written about. You're the same individual. Too many consistencies. Same tattoos, same birthday, same nickname, same government name, same mode of travel, etc. You are the same. Okay? There's no defamation here because everything I said is the truth. Okay? We have officially translated documents from an interpreter that show that you are in fact the individual in the pictures and in the documents. All right. So let's go ahead and what's next here?
Hey man, say what you want, but fuck, man, Myron was thorough on that one. He was thorough. Shout out to the Fresh and Fit investigative team. Damn. Well, if I got some drama, I'm gonna go holler at them boys before I hire an attorney. I'm gonna go hire them. You know what? I'm gonna hit up Myron. I'm like, Myron, you should open up a private investigations firm. Maybe old Uncle Saint get him a job down there, learn how to, do some surveillance and stuff like that. Army taught me really well how to do surveillance. I can put eyes on target, bro. Damn, good job, Myron.
We got the next chapter. Yeah. So now we're gonna get into now that we'll go back to the fire documents real quick.
The fire documents.
Yeah.
Got you.
And if you scroll down, right? Because I think I really want to drive this home too. Scroll down some more.
Hold on, let me make sure there's no doxing.
Yeah. No worries.
Let me just double check.
And we're doing her a courtesy by redacting some of this stuff for her.
Let me do one quick edit, Myron. One quick edit.
All right.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna let them read this, whatever. I'm just gonna let this play for a hot second. I'm gonna go get my phone. I'm about to text Myron right now. I think they're still doing the after hours. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna text him right now. Like, hey man, you should start the Fresh and Fit investigative firm. You know what I mean? I want to work for that firm, bro. So I'm just gonna let this ride.
He's gonna do a quick edit while we do that. We got chats. No?
Let me actually see.
Yeah. Well, I'll read some chats while he does this quick little edit. See, look at us. We're still compassionate, guys. We're still compassionate here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me make this bigger for you. Got you, brother.
Yeah. So we got here from Johnny Green says, hey, FNF, I made a patron request a while ago about help getting a green card. As of today, I became a resident of the United States of America. I owe you, Myron and Fresh, my life for this milestone. Congratulations, bro. I am Jay. Russell goes, what's up, FNF, big bro, Big Mo, what's up?
Yo.
So y'all know I love music, but I just became a police officer, and it's the best ever. It's another 60K along with my studio and business, music business, which finally gets me over 100K. WFNF for motivation. Let's go. Yo, shout out to you, man. We're actually helping guys become better. That's what it's about. And Destiny and Suleiman are in the house, guys. So debate coming up right after this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this house cleaning real quick, and then we're gonna get into the real content here. Where we at here?
Yvonne.
We ready, Bills?
Yvonne, almost.
Okay. And then we got Tree of Stupidity needs to be voice only. She's hideous and crusty, looking like an old leather work. Oh, God damn, you guys messed up. That's from Ivan Leal. What's up, FNF? Oh, and then Aaron says, bro, these videos just make Fresh look worse. He should have just dealt with it like a man, get a DNA test and do your part as a father if it's true. Proving all this just makes him look really bad. My friend, let me ask you a question. If you saw the character of this woman where she had these plans to expose him and do all this other stuff, would you really want to have a kid with her either? Let's be objective here. Would you want to have a kid with a woman like this that's clearly been lying for personal gain?
No.
You wouldn't either. So shut up. Like, some of y'all need to shut up. Like, if you guys were put in the same position, you guys would not want a kid either, man. So shut the hell up. All right, what do we?
We're ready.
All right, so let's pull up that document again. Scroll down. So now that we've effectively linked her to actually being fired, and we know it's the same individual, and just so you guys know, real quick note here: this police report was filed by the same individual that was in the video with her, which we linked through the photographs. Okay, he's the one that wrote this police report where she ran off with his money. So it's irrefutable that it's the same individual. So not only did she steal from her company, she also stole from this individual because she was supposed to go and exchange currency for him, and she never came back. And that's why he filed this police report here. Right? Scroll down a little bit, Bills.
Got you.
Scroll down some more.
Want me to zoom in?
Yeah, zoom in a little bit. And then you can see here, guys, these are all the reasons that they fired her. I highlighted 4 and 7, but there's a bunch, right? Unsuitable for employment during the probationary period. The employee seriously violates the company's rules and regulations. The employee seriously neglects duties, engages in malpractice for personal gain, and causes significant harm to the company. That, guys, if you're doing things for personal gain at the cost of the company, you are stealing. If you're not working when you're on the clock, if you're taking longer lunch breaks, etc., that's effectively stealing from the company. Okay? There's many ways to steal from a company. It doesn't just necessarily mean stealing money. Okay? The employee simultaneously establishes an employment relationship with another employer which severely affects the completion of work in our company or refuses to correct it after being requested by the company. The personal documents provided by the employee to the company are false, or the labor contract is concluded or renewed by coercion or taking advantage of others' vulnerabilities, causing the company to agree against its true intention. The employee is held criminally liable according to law, etc., etc. So y'all can see, it says they say that she's incompetent. I'm not surprised. She's definitely fumbled a bunch of times during this whole press run that she did. But regardless, guys, you can see here that we're dealing with someone that isn't necessarily credible. Can't even hold a job, right? Now, as you guys know, she went around.
Bro, I mean, man, you got to know who you are, man. You just make sure y'all stay keenly aware of your digital footprint. You just have to, bro. And Viking, yeah, we talk about, Myron did get paid for this, man. He had a whole career doing this stuff. Like, after hours was over, that's why I seen you live after it ended, pulled up. Oh, okay, cool. I just sent a text to Myron, sent a couple other texts too. Myron, the shit. Knowing Myron is probably in the gym. But bro, yeah, Fresh and Fit investigation firm. When they start that up, bro, I'm trying to get on. I'm gonna try to be one of the junior investigators.
And she did a million podcasts. I think she did like 10 plus interviews. She went on H3. She went on Abba and Preach. She worked with, Duke the Simp and a bunch of other people. She's done at least 10 plus videos, etc., milking the crap out of the situation, right? And, hey, a girl's working hard, right? Got to take a break. Got to get a vacation. What does she do? She comes to Miami. Well, stupid. She made a mistake. So she comes down here, right? And this is from her own Instagram. And you guys can see here at Kiki on the River. For those that are unaware, Kiki on the River is an expensive restaurant down here in Miami. It's down right up on the water in downtown Miami, where the wharf used to be. And I had witnesses. I wish we caught on video, but people saw her vaping. And I was like, wait, hold on 1 second. Isn't this girl pregnant? Why is she in Miami partying and vaping? Then I saw this. Next tab. Oh, she's drinking wine. What? So let me get this straight. You're claiming that you're pregnant. You're going through all this stress. People are making fun of you. People are making death threats, all this stuff, which all by.
Just real quick, y'all peep, she's got on her necklace right there, right? That's Van Cleef. Van Cleef is like all the rage right now, man. These necklaces are extremely expensive, y'all. Extremely. My 1% friends, they put me on the Van Cleef over a year ago, going to the Van Cleef store. It's not like it's a new thing. It's just, folks are just starting to, like normies are just starting to, get on to it. So my people have been rocking Van Cleef for a long, long time. She's probably got on Chanel earrings, and I didn't catch the bag she had, but everything she has on is high end. Everything. This dress she's wearing is expensive. Her makeup is expensive. Her hair is right. This is why she did all that work to her body, bro. This is why she did it. Like she's like we said from the very beginning. I said this from the very beginning. I'm like, bro, I doubt Actually, I doubt it. I really, really doubt that she's with child. And like, because she's not going to mess up her body, not after she's put so much time and effort into it and so much money into it. She's not going to do that. She's just not. And a lot of people like, well, Fresh has a lot of money or whatever, she's going to get child support. The child support is not enough money for her to wreck her body. It's not. And then still have to raise that child. Like we said, on the extreme high end of child support, Fresh probably would have been looking at $4,000 a month. I mean, extremely high end in New York. It was definitely well under $3,000. And you've been looking at around between $2,000 and $2,500 in Florida. And that was a shout out to Brother Shaw. And he, Brother Shaw has, he worked with the family court system in California. So he's very familiar. He went and he ran the numbers. You can do that. You can find calculators and run the numbers. He ran pretty good. I think he picked a really good salary for Fresh, all bullshit aside. Maybe it was a little high because we don't know what Fresh makes. We don't know how everything is structured, but it was like, okay, that makes sense. For a woman like this, that is nowhere. I mean, that is, bro, she has on more than $4,000 in jewelry in this picture. Right? In this picture, I bet anything. She's got on more than $4,000 in jewelry. So you're talking about you don't get $4,000 a month and you have to take care of a child? No, it was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. Let's continue.
By the way, you made this public, by the way. You didn't have to do that. You did this to yourself. But that's a whole other story. So you're in Miami partying, drinking alcohol and vaping, right? Having a good time, going to strip clubs, etc. You're living a lit life. You're, putting signs saying, sue your baby daddy, thinking it's all funny and everything else like that. But you're drinking and partying. So aren't you supposed to be pregnant? This doesn't make sense, right? I don't know what that drink is. I don't know if it's a mocktail or alcohol, but we know that you definitely had some wine. Then it gets better.
That drink a second ago, man, looked like a pina colada to me.
Every woman that interviewed her, right, exposes her. Let's run the clip. It speaks for itself, guys.
Thing. So being online is not my thing. So yeah, the whole thing about her not keeping it, there's more to it than you guys would ever know.
Pause. Wait, there's more to it. Let's see.
So yeah, it is that. So I'm just saying, like, let me just say this. I gotta be freaking careful, dude. I gotta be freaking careful. I will talk in code, okay? I will talk in code. If you're going to keep up a ruse, don't be caught with your ratchet BBL girlfriend drinking wine. There, I'm done.
Pause.
This is one of the many YouTube creators that went in hard on Myron and Fresh. You know what I mean? They went in hard. And Myron, it's always Myron and Fresh. It's never one or the other. They hate Fresh and Fit. They went in hard. Now, how many of these people are going to come and say, hey, you know what? We were wrong. There's, like she just said, this woman is running the rules. If you're going to run the rules, blah, 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 blah. Well, lady, if you know she was running the rules, she was running a play, she was being fake, she was lying, can you at least go back and say, hey, I just want to apologize to the Fresh and Fit podcast, the Fresh and Fit family, especially I want to apologize to Walter. I believed her. It looks like she was lying. I'm sorry. Something like that. No, they don't care. To them, it's like, it's views, it's clicks, it's money. At the end of the day, it translates to money. Like, we just want to make the money. To them, it's just, it's like playing freeze tag or something, man. It's just like, it's just part of the game. This very woman was screaming like, yo, you got to slam dunk, take him to jail. Not to jail, take him to court, sue him, get your bag, get this and that. She ain't screaming that now. Now she's trying to figure out, she's probably watching the video, like watching this, Myron's video here. Like, that's what that said. I guess I could have got a translator. It is what it is, man. And that's, that's sad, bro. But that's just how it works, man. That's just how it works. It's like, Myron and they're eating with the crew, Sneeko on the crew. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wonder if Destiny is still with them as well. Like Destiny, Suraman, Sneeko, whatever, the other guy. I haven't watched I don't watch the after hours. Uncle Saint's too old for that. I can't do it, man. Yeah, I can't take it. I missed the old school after hours when we had we had Nina on there, and we had, Bianca on there, and we had Um, shoot, Shotty D on there. What's her name? Shotty D? Was it Shotty D? Anyway, I miss them days. I miss the old days. Brother Viking was like, I do know some women can change their mind once they get preggo and want to keep the child, but as you said, in this case, it was slim to no chance, bro. This lady right here, her mind is programmed to get the bread. You know, I'm not saying that one day would she be a mom? Probably. Probably. Would she have a child? Yes, if that child would better her position down the road, I can definitely see it happening. But she's gonna have, again, right now, she's still kind of at her prime, at the end of her prime. She was trying to get as much money as she can off that body of hers. But now she's outed herself in a way that the top tier guys are going to stay away from her like the plague. They're not even going to have fun with her. They're not going to bounce up and down on her because they know she'll expose them. So the guys that she really wants, she can't even touch right now, bro. But you know, maybe she'll find another way.
She couldn't help herself. She had to expose the very girl that she interviewed and got a bunch of content from. She had to do it. Just so you guys are wondering, what's a ruse? A ruse, guys, is basically a lie. When I was on the job, and I'm very sensitive to that word. You guys know I used to work in law enforcement. We would use ruses all the time, whether it's sending an undercover agent in to do something and they don't necessarily know that he's working undercover. A ruse is based in deception, okay?
Good cop, bad cop is a ruse, guys. Anything to get what they're trying to get from you. What's the first thing the law enforcement tell you when they bring you into custody? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. You got a right to an attorney. Can't afford one. We can, an attorney will be provided at no expense to you. They say a whole bunch of other stuff now, but I remember them basic rights, bro. You have the right to remain silent. Please tell me I got the right to remain silent. I ain't saying a word. And a ruse is to get you to say those words. That's what a ruse is. One of many, like acts of deception.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you're pregnant, but then you're in Miami partying and vaping and drinking alcohol, and then you post this stupid article to justify it because everyone's flaming you for drinking alcohol, right? Drinking a little alcohol early in pregnancy may be okay. And she puts this stupid ass thing because everyone's roasting her on Instagram, right? Then she drops a video where she says, I'm not going to keep the baby. And I think we got a clip of that. Let's go ahead and run that clip real fast. After she got exposed.
This one right here?
And our lawyer, shout out to James Sexton, he predicted all this. And I'm going to give Mediocre Tutorial Reviews a shout out because he's one of the few YouTubers that actually went back and talked about all the information that shows that this woman is lying. So let's just play the intro of this part because it's actually hilarious. She gets exposed.
Recover after that because it was very traumatic for me. Or if that shakedown doesn't work, it turns in a couple of months. I lost the baby.
A few moments later.
All the stress that's been going on for the past month, it caused me a lot of emotional damage, and I've been feeling a lot of panic, and like it's just like a lot going on.
Oh, I gotta say for these dumbasses, man, I got something to say.
Oh, man. All right, pause. So not only, right, did she get exposed by someone that she did a pod with, but she obviously had a ruse. And let's and you know what? I'm not done yet, guys. Y'all think, like I said, this is going to be the last time I address this woman. We're going all the way. We're putting a nail in the coffin. You could go ahead and make a million responses about this. We're never going to respond to you again. This is house cleaning. I'm going to go ahead and make you look crazy because you've been lying.
Boy, he's doing a real good job of it, guys. If someone is running the I'm pregnant play, like the first thing you have to do is understand the relationship you have with that woman. Like if you have like a really long term, like, you've been with that woman for over a year and then you guys are like in an established relationship. I don't know if like is it your main piece or your side piece or whatever, like, she's number 2 or 3 in your, maybe number 1 in your rotation, 2 or 3 or whatever. You guys have, you're holding hands, you're spooning, you're doing all this kind of stuff, man. You're doing the lovey-dovey stuff, but you're still out there in the streets. But, you spend most of your time with this woman. And then let's say you guys break up, like, you done lost your spot, whatever. And then she tells you she's pregnant. More than likely, she's going to have that baby because she's really into you. I mean, she wants your child. She wants that child, bro. It is what it is. And in that situation, generally speaking, she's not loud. She's not going crazy. She's not recording anything. She know I have your baby. She knows what time it is. We're in America. She's calling the shots. The only question is, are you going to be involved or not? That's the only question. In which way are you going to be involved? Is it going to be strictly financial, or are we going to co-parent, or are you going to, are you going to make me legitimate and marry me? Like, what are you going to do? That's all it is. She holds all the cards. Right. But if you've been with a woman, y'all just messing around for a couple weeks, less than a month, whatever, y'all doing crazy stuff, group sex, whatever, it's just the wildness or whatever. And then, she makes you mad or whatever. You just like, I'm tired of dealing with her. And you move on and she hits you up with, I'm pregnant. I would say 90% of the time that woman is not pregnant. And if she is, she's not keeping your child. She don't know you. There's no real attachment. She may have some puppy love or whatever. What she's trying to do now is like, I just want to give you some stress and get a little bit of money. If it's just enough money to get the procedure done, right? If it's just, I'm just going to run you through it. A lot of times women have already done the procedure and they just want to give you a hard time just to, I could run this out for a few months before, because I ain't showing and I know his friends be seeing me. So she'll run it out until it gets to a point where she can't. It's like, oh man, she should have a little pot belly right now. She should have a little baby bump. She ain't got no baby bump, bro. Stuff like that. Some people, because they just feelings are hurt or whatever. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. So if you find yourself in this situation, first of all, shame on you. You know what I mean? Don't be mad at nobody but yourself. You want to get mad, look in the mirror, because that's, you did what you did. It is what it is. And just figure out how you're going to move forward. Because you are along for the ride. You just, okay, how are we going to move forward? If it was a woman you was in a long-term relationship with, man, she's trying to keep you. If she has your baby, man, she has access to you. People say, oh, for 18 years, nah, for the rest of your life. Well, as long as that child is alive, she has access to you. Even if it's just at the exchanges, co-parenting, or, something goes wrong, they need both parents there. I've seen women who use the child to be able to see that guy's still there. It makes them comfortable or whatever. It is what it is. Or, it might be enough to, all right, the guy's like, well, I don't, my family is, we don't have child outside of wedlock or whatever. We don't have children outside of wedlock. So I'm gonna go ahead and marry you, whatever. It could be that situation or whatever, man. So but if you put yourself in a situation like Fresh did, you know what I mean? You get what you got coming. Point blank, period. He learned his lesson. And Myron learned his lesson too a couple years ago.
All over the place. Let's pull up that Planned Parenthood photo real quick.
Yes.
Because, she was running around. Because in my head, I'm like, wait, hold on. So you're in Miami, you're drinking alcohol, you're vaping, you're partying, etc. Are you really pregnant still? And then it kind of hit me. I looked at this document a little bit harder, right? And in it, we could pull it up, Bills.
Got you.
It says that there was, if you scroll out a bit, it says something about Planned Parenthood of Greater New York. Okay. Right there. And it says encounter for elective termination. And I was like, wait, well, hold on. What is this? I don't really know what I'm looking at here. So what I did was I actually got a doctor. Got a doctor on the line right now for y'all. Okay. Let's get a doc on the line so he can help us decipher this document right here.
Dr. B84, you with us?
Dr. B.
Hey, Dr. B84. That's our people, bro. He got Dr. B84, man. He done made his debut on Fresh and Fit, bro. He done made his debut, even though it's via telephone. Dr. B84, one more time. Shout out to you, bro. Who is a real doctor, and he's in New York. So this information coming up, that's some good information.
What up?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. So Doc, instead of me looking at this thing and try to decipher, I figured I'd bring in a real professional. So first and foremost, what are we looking at here?
So basically, it's a document that shows that you were seen in the clinic setting or emergency room or a hospital. But in this case, it's probably a clinic.
Okay.
And it's basically work, very standard.
Okay. So from my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, Doc, would a clinic like this be necessary if you're just trying to see if you're pregnant, or would a clinic like this be used more likely to actually go through with an abortion?
It's more likely the latter.
Okay.
So if you just want to know, you can go anywhere, emergency room, your primary care doctor, hospital. But if you want to actually go get an abortion, you have to go to a Planned Parenthood site.
Gotcha. Because I thought it was a little weird that she would go through all this length just to show that she's pregnant. You could do that for much cheaper at, multiple other places versus going to a Planned Parenthood. Is it cheap to go to one of these?
That I don't know off the top of my head. That's a little bit more complicated to answer, but it wouldn't cost much if you have insurance.
Okay. Well, she's a foreign national. We know that here on visitor visa. So she probably had to pay out of pocket. What's the can we anything else here on the document, Doc, that we should be aware of as far as, because obviously we can only speculate. We don't know if she actually went through with it, but it seems here that this was done on April 4th, 2024, and it shows the DX you said is diagnosis. Can we scroll up bills real fast? Where it says elective termination, or encounter for elective termination of ... Oh, did we lose him?
No, you're still there.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. So, in your professional opinion, do you think what do you think the likelihood is that she might have done the abortion on this day, since it shows that this under the DX?
It's likely. Again, this is just discharge paperwork, so we don't have the official medical records.
Gotcha.
But based on what I'm seeing here, I'm going to assume it means elective termination of pregnancy.
Okay. All right. No, fair enough. So we don't know for sure, but typically, what do they say all the time, right? If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it might be a duck. And, to go to a Planned Parenthood clinic, simply to see if you're pregnant, just doesn't seem feasible. This tends to be for people that want to get abortion. So we don't know, but she's drinking alcohol and partying in Miami. And then we got a girl exposing her saying, if you're going to run with the rules, you better not get caught drinking. So, I think a logically sound person might think that she already got the abortion and then she just wanted to go ahead and do a press run and make the most of it and get as many views as she can. I don't know. We can only speculate, but hey, the evidence is there, chat. You can go ahead and decide what you guys think. Hell, we could maybe do a poll even. It'll be hilarious. We should do a poll on YouTube. Guys, open up a YouTube tab. We're going to do a poll. Do y'all think she still has a kid? I don't know.
And bro, just thinking about this, I'm not a female, so this is just me doing a thought experiment. But if I'm going to exercise that option, if I'm going to terminate, I'm going to want to do it as soon as possible. As soon as possible, because I would imagine it gets harder and harder the longer you wait. Just harder and harder. Then you get to the point where you can feel the youngin moving around and stuff like that. And that is wow. Now you're getting into some real ice cold type stuff. So I would imagine that's something you want to do ASAP. Brother Viking, like, yeah, W Dr. B, he contributes often in the Fresh and Fit Discord classes we run. Absolutely, man. He's over here too. He's one of our day ones, man. Shout out to Dr. B, man. With his debut on Fresh and Fit. Next time he's in Miami, he'll definitely be in the studio.
Man, but let's go ahead and see what you guys think with all the facts that we presented here. Doctor, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. So next, we're going to get into the next thing.
Thank you so much.
So we debunked that.
I appreciate it.
What's the next tab, Bill?
All right. So next we're going to get into the next thing. What's the next
Here, just turn the Discord off.
I muted him. Got it.
Okay, yeah, you got it. So he's a doctor, man. He's not tech savvy, guys. He's not a content creator. So give him a little bit of break, man. He saves lives, okay?
So we back to
now we're gonna go to the next one here, which I think is what are we on now?
We're gonna
the allegations,
STI allegations.
STI allegations. All right, let's run the clip here real quick and speed through this. So she goes ahead with this dusty fucking hater, and they make these comments. Let's roll the clip.
We've tried already, Daisy. I think the best part of now is to let the legal system handle it. And Fresh and Fit, you look at y'all gonna end up like Sasha K. All of y'all. Y'all will say, "Oh, dude, you're saying, Fresh talking about the STDs. You might end up like Tasha K." No, they're about to go through their Tasha K moment right now. y'all not playing, right? And we don't listen. Hope
Man, why'd they have Fresh birthday on there? I'm gonna have knock them boys in the head, man. Why y'all got Fresh birthday on there like that, man? Now Fresh better make sure he gets some them companies to watch your to protect your ID or whatever, to watch your credit history and all that. What y'all know something about them companies, man? Damn, they have Freshest. We get on his real name and his birth date, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why did they do that?
Yep. So he went ahead and tried to make some comments that Fresh has STDs. Let's play the next clip because I think he says it in there. First, he says that we're going to get sued, which is hilarious because I've told the truth.
Because this guy knows he's dirty. That's the shit that pisses me off the most. Anybody defending this shit, you're a monster. You don't even deserve to be on this earth. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, you don't understand because you're playing games with people's life. That's like if someone with HIV who's HIV positive, and they know for a fact they were HIV positive, but they literally had sex with someone who wasn't HIV positive, and they didn't know the partner was HIV positive. That's a crime.
Stupid. Oh, really?
You can go to prison for doing that.
Pause.
Okay? So this guy has this.
It's ironic that he said that we're going to get Tasha K when he's the one that's actually going to get Tasha K, because that's exactly what Cardi B won her defamation lawsuit for, was because she accused Cardi B of having STIs when she didn't. And what does it look like here? We got tests from Fresh that he is actually clean. So Duke the dummy, okay, you, my friend, might be looking at a defamation lawsuit for saying this stupid shit. You might get Tasha K, you fucking dusty bum. Okay? Stupid. Incredible. Incredible.
And like I said, these people who, on these, YouTube channels, man, they're doing it for the clicks. They know that, Fresh and Fit, man, that's a home run right there. You got some Fresh and Fit stuff, that's a home run. They're doing it for the clicks, they're doing it for the views, and that equals money. And then, I wouldn't be surprised if these people all start reaching out to Fresh and Fit, off camera, whatever, apologize, like, sorry. I believe during this and that. I mean, she gave us some fake documents or whatever they're gonna say. Yeah, or they won't say anything else. I mean, and Fresh already has an attorney. So who knows what might happen? I mean, I'm pretty sure he has multiple attorneys. He had the New York guy taking care of business. I'm pretty sure, he have, his home-based attorneys in Florida and Miami. So who knows if Myron and Fresh decide to go after these content creators, it could be a problem for them. I have no idea what Myron and Fresh would decide to do. But it is what it is, Brother Viking. Yeah, man, I guess we're monsters for sticking up for our friends Fresh. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, there's people who just despise these guys. They don't know these guys. They don't like what they're doing for whatever reason, but it's all driven by that emotion. And again, it's ready, fire, aim. So it's at least two content creators. Auburn Priest didn't make any outlandish statements, at least to my knowledge. I don't watch this stuff. I don't watch Duke the Don. I don't watch Auburn Preach. I didn't watch that lady, whoever she is. I don't watch Ethan Klein. I don't. If I'm not like feeling the content, I'm not gonna watch it. It's like I don't watch TV shows I don't like. Right? I don't go to movies that I don't like. So, but we'll see how this plays out. Again, Fresh is one of those guys who's like, look, man, let's just put this all behind us. But who knows? Who knows what he might do? Because they made some very horrible statements. And they said that the stuff was true. And that's defamation. Defamation of character, bro. That's a thing now. It's always been a thing, but it's really a thing now.
Right? What else is next? What lie next we got to debunk? We got a debate to do, man.
We got the lady.
You are fake news.
Okay,
and then the clown himself.
And then interesting enough, as you guys know, Daisy went on the H3 podcast, right? And we can see literally the man on the bottom right dressed like a clown. That's Ethan Klein. Clown world, man. Clown world. So let's play the clip real quick.
You got to pick a lane there. All right. Is there more voice memos?
There's one more.
One more.
There's one more. It's 13 seconds long. I'm going to play it. 1 second.
Too much happening right now that I can't.
Too much popping.
Even with you, I want to, but I can't. I'm just going to hurt you.
Such a fucking idiot.
You know?
That's so crazy.
That was it. That was what
Pause.
Daisy just basically said.
That was one of many recordings. You guys are probably wondering, where did these recordings come from, Myron? Well, those recordings, guys, were taken on or about March 25th here in Miami, Florida, when they were poolside talking, because after her and Fresh basically, had the disagreement about the apartment and he didn't want to be with her anymore, they had this discussion. As you can see, Fresh is letting her down nicely, right? He's being a nice guy about it. Hey, I'm going to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. Saying what he's got to say to, kind of end things. And then she went off to New York after that. And she recorded that conversation. Well, Miss Daisy, I don't know if you're familiar with American law, but that's illegal. And I think,
bro, multiple counts, man. It's multiple counts. Every time if you do something, every time you do it, that's a separate count. And those things add up, man. She's not from this country. I'm pretty sure she doesn't understand. Someone probably told her to do it. Like, it's okay. And then she's going to say, well, they say it's fine. It's legal. Like, no, it's not. But she's recording all this stuff all along. What did she say on Old Girl's podcast about the video they were watching? Who does this? Why would this guy record? Yeah, that's what we want to know. Shorty, why were you recording? You see how this works, man. It's if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword, man. It's a cold game out there. And she learned a valuable lesson. It's gonna cost her dearly. It really will. And Fresh learned a valuable lesson. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna adjust his game accordingly.
I think we have it right here because you recorded it multiple times. Florida is known as a two-party consent state. This means that under state law, all parties involved in private conversation must consent to that conversation being recorded. This differs from one-party consent states where private conversations may be recorded as long as one involved party consents. So not only did you record him on the phone the first time trying to get a reaction out of him, when you said that you were pregnant and you were going to keep the baby, which we all know is not true because now you're not going to keep the baby all of a sudden. You also recorded him while you were in Florida, and you have multiple recordings. Each of those is a different charge. You do realize that, right? And you're here as a foreign national on a visa committing felonies. Incredible. Man. I think there's a certain agency that doesn't like it when foreign nationals commit crimes here. I don't know. But anyway, this is hilarious, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I think we just went through everything. We systematically debunked a bunch of their lies. She's saying that's not her in the video. We showed that it's her in the video. We showed her, ridiculous amount of plastic surgery that she's done to alter her ego, showing tattoos, showing birthdays, showing documents. She's saying it's not her. It really is her. We have official documents showing the translations when she's trying to claim that it wasn't translated properly. Now, there's really no coming back from this. But was there anything else that we had?
Yes. Chats and then one more special
chats, and I got a very, very special announcement for y'all. I'll read these.
I mean, that was a very thorough job. I mean, it's just very, very, very thorough. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything less from Brother Mike. Very, very thorough. You know what I mean? The number one takeaway from this, man, is men in America. If you out here smashing women, figured it out a little bit. You got your game to a point where you're able to get sexual access to women. You're gonna have to understand that you're taking risks, bro. Even when you wear condoms, man, they're not 100% effective depending on what brands you are wearing. You could have a condom on and something could happen. In America, the old Drake thing, you can have your condom and wrap it up at the end, tie it in a knot, throw it in the trash or whatever, because you don't want to clog up the plumbing. And that woman could come and take that semen and put it inside her. And if that results in a pregnancy, you're along for the ride, bro. It's not against the law. In fact, y'all heard the story with Drake and the hot sauce, right? He spikes his semen with hot sauce, and some woman burned herself with the hot sauce trying to, get a baby Drake, and then she tried to take legal action against him. Crazy, huh? Understand the rules, understand how things work, bro, and then move accordingly. Simple as that. Yeah, get with women. Kicking it with women, having, intimacy and all that, being able to get the Foxy Brown, that's great, man. That's great. But you got to understand, if you're not careful, it could put you in a situation that can alter everything you're trying to do with your life. Men in America do not have reproductive rights. We just don't. We don't. The only thing you can do is keep it to yourself or whatever. And that's what they're gonna tell you. And it's gonna be all man up, this, that, and the third. Until the laws change, that's how the game is played. Now, how do we change the laws? We got to get this message out here. We got to get these young men on board, educate them, get them registered to vote from sea to shining sea, and find candidates that are sympathetic to male issues and get them elected at the local levels and then up to the state level, because it's the states who are going to change the laws. Florida did it. With respect to custody, Florida did it. For those people who are like, oh, that will never change. The state of Florida believes it's in the child's best interest that both parents are involved in that child's life. 50-50 custody, that is the default. 50-50 custody, well, they're out the window goes those extremely high child support orders. It's 50-50. Right now, the name of the game is who gets the custody, because whoever gets the most custody, other person has to pay. It's 50-50. Not going to be a whole lot of money. That happened in Florida, man. So I believe guys need to educate themselves. Guys need to come together with the sole mission of electing candidates who are friendly to male issues, get them in office at the state level, and start changing the law. It's just one of those things. Start changing the law. The Real Podcast was good, fam. DL saying I really want no podcast. Conrad in the building, just finished our show. Glad to see you on tonight. What's good, bro? What's good, man? To see you on to see you on, I think you met tonight on Night Foolish. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. This is the last time I'm gonna cover this Daisy thing. You know, we started it. Now this is pretty much in. This is pretty much how I thought it was gonna end. It is what it is. Brother Viking was saying at the end, Myron says, Tree, a woman that changed sides, is going to expose the text tomorrow showing how Daisy was plotting the whole time. And this was, in fact, all to drag Fresh. Word? That's crazy. Y'all should check that out. Tree, I guess that's that woman, right? Y'all better. Well, you know what? Once that happens, it'll be plenty of clips on that. Once she said she had more information. And again, this is all for like, she doesn't care. That woman is gonna go after whoever. Go after Fresh. Go after Daisy. It doesn't matter her. She's got the scoop. She's gonna get the views. She gets the views. She's gonna get the money. She's gonna get the money. You know what I mean? She's going to get the money. Yeah, tonight. My bad. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. That's why I'm gonna give you a pass, bro. I ain't mad at you. It's almost 3 a.m. And I had me a little drink, and I ain't tipsy, but I'm tired. I'm tired. So thanks for pulling up, man. I just wanted to cover that. Tree of Logic. That's the name. Okay, cool. So there it is, guys. Watch Tree of Logic. What Brother Viking says tomorrow. Yeah, watch Tree of Logic tomorrow, man. And if you don't watch the whole thing, just wait for the clips to come out. Everyone's gonna be sitting there. Wait to see what the Duke the Don guy does. Wait to see what Aber and Preach does. I think Aber and Preach was having some issues with Jubilee, and there was talk that they were gonna lose their channel. Over 2 million subscribers, and looks like YouTube might just delete their entire channel. That's crazy. It's crazy. What did I say though, man? Live by the sword, die by the sword. Auburn Preach is one of the main ones, man. Especially coming after Fresh and Fits. I'm like, oh, you should, they shouldn't be around and this and that. They should be monetizing this and that, man. Be careful what you wish for, bro. Be careful what you wish for. Personally, I don't want to see anyone stifled like that. I don't want to see anyone lose all that hard work. I don't want to see it, but it is what it is, man. What goes around comes around. I'm not sure how that plays out. I'll keep my eye on that. This Duke the Don guy, who knows what he's going to do? I've never watched any of his content, guys. Any of it. Never. I see all the thumbnails. He goes after Fresh and Fit all the time. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I say, people eat on Fresh and Fit, man. Everybody wants Fresh and Fit to go. If Fresh and Fit were to go, a lot of folks would lose money. A lot of folks would lose money. It is what it is. The Real Podcast, Myron was not going to let Daisy rest. These girls don't remember he was fed. Yeah, man. Like he's done with it. He said it. He's like, this is it. This was it. This was the end. They, you know, I don't know if you've seen this episode, bro, exposing Daisy. Man, check it out, man. We just reacted to the whole thing, man. Check it out, bro. I gotta tell you, man, I was thoroughly impressed with everything that he laid out. And bro, you would think you were sitting in the courtroom. It was thorough. It was thorough, bro. He went through it. And I mean, gosh, bro. Like I said, if I was a prosecutor, I would take that, go straight to the grand jury, bro, and get an indictment and go pick up the person. That's how thorough that was. You talk about open and shut. Like, bro, it's all we got to talk about is the deal. What are we gonna drop this down to? We're just talking about the deal. You guilty of sin, shorty. We got you. We got you. The birth date thing. I mean, gosh, bro, the birthday thing, the business card thing, same information for, you know, that was attached to the letter, her termination letter or whatever. The names lined up, the tattoos, bro. You know, you look at the fact that she said in her own words, like China is a mecca for plastic surgeries, and these are the type of surgeries that people are getting. And then you look at the before and after pictures, like every surgery she named, she got. Right? It was just like, wow. Ooh. You know, shout out to the Fresh and Fit fam. Right? Shout out to the Fresh and Fit fam. Shout out to Myron the Fresh. Big Mo, Biggs. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chris. All the girls, the whole Fresh and Fit fam, man. Man, what did your boy Omar say in The Wire? You come for the king, you best not miss. Anybody decide they want to go after Fresh and Fit, bro, you're gonna get one shot. You best not miss. You best not miss. So I'm done, man. Thanks for rocking out with me in the middle of the night, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to go down here and, you know, get me some old people sleep. Wake up and take a walk, do some push-ups. You know what I mean? I gotta get my arms back, man. My cousin was clowning me, man. Like, man, look at all your little bitty arms, bro. Look like you a crack fiend or something, man. You look like you know what I'm saying? What you doing over there? Look like I was like, damn, I couldn't even say nothing. I'm like, all right, let me go and get together. Brother Penny, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. So I'll probably be back tomorrow, man. I know Raging Tomato is doing something, and she was telling me about. I might pop in over there, jump on that stream. I might jump on Brother Brace Oracle stream if they're doing something tonight or tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll be back Monday for sure. Not quite sure what we're going to talk about. Just keep your heads up for the thumbnail. We're going to figure something out. Probably be talking about some red pill stuff. I want to talk about that social circle game versus pickup. I saw a couple of videos that Michael Certain did that I kind of want to highlight. I want to talk about that a little bit. And then next week, we'll probably be talking about police, law enforcement, or the week after. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. You know, we're still keeping an eye on what's going on with the financial system out here, the financial world, man. Things are getting pretty rough out here, bro. Not quite sure what the next 8 to 12 months are going to look like, man, but it's going to be rough, man. Rough waters ahead. Y'all have a good night, man. Get y'all rest in, and I'll see y'all soon. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with me, man. I'm DL Saint. This is That I Really Want to Know podcast. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.